Hey guys, welcome to Tangents with Toby. What is going on? Today's episode, I'm going to be answering a question. A huge question. The question that has been baffling people for many years. And that question is, Uncle, how did you meet Hoyman? So today's episode is how I met your Uncle Hoyman. Alright, so back in the day in grade 5, I was always hanging out with Pete and Dan, and sometimes Terry, who all motorbike, like motocross. And we'd go out to the track, I'd watch them, they'd race back and forth, they'd do their own thing. That was fine. The one summer, going from grade 5 to grade 6, I was over at Dan's place. We were playing Super Nintendo, and all of a sudden Pete barges in and goes, "Man, guess what? I found this one kid. He has a whole entire motorbike track in his yard. We gotta go try it. I know where he is." He says anytime that we want, we can hop over. He's usually out there doing stuff. We gotta go. Dan goes, all right, let's go. Let's just load our bikes up with gas and let's head out. So Pete says, yeah, let's go do it. So Pete went. I helped Dan with his bike. Pete came over. They take off. Of course, I didn't have a bike, so I stayed back. The next day, showed up over at Dan's place after he phoned me to tell me to come over. And he was basically saying that he was more shocked that it wasn't bigger jumps and bigger berms, things like that. It was just basically a little track that they put bales down, put dirt on top, and that was it. So he was kind of making fun of it, saying that it was pitiful, there was no challenge to it, it was way too easy. It's like, oh, okay. And he goes, yeah, that kid and his brother, they think that they're good, but pound for pound, we could destroy him, not a problem. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. So Dad and I started playing video games again. Next thing you know, we hear a knock at the door. Pete busts open. He goes, man, let's go back out to that track. Dan's like, sure, let's go. Meanwhile, there's me thinking, wait a sec, Dan, you just bashed this track, but yet you want to go back? Whatever. So Pete and Dan hopped on their bikes, took off. I went home. A couple days later, Pete knocks at my door and he goes, yeah, man, what an interesting day a few days ago. Why? Well, you see, we're on there. I was getting the feel of everything. I was going faster and faster, making that track mine. The kid and his brother, they were absolutely amazed what I was doing. Dan, he was having a little bit of issues, so he decided that he was going to go race in the kid's dad's field and kind of tore up a little bit of grass. The kid's dad comes barreling out of the house and just starts freaking on him. What are you doing driving on our grass? You're tearing it up. Stay on the track. Don't go on the fields. And just absolutely chewed one with Dan. Next thing you know, Dan disappeared. It's like, where is he? I don't know. Pete said that he went home and kind of did his own thing. And for the rest of the summer, we couldn't find Dan no matter what. Then about a week before school started, then we realized Dan went for a family vacation down to the States. So that's where he was. Grade 6, they always talked about it. They wanted to head out back there, and Dan's like, no, I don't want to. I'm scared of the dad. Let's just stay away from this. So Pete goes, fine, we'll just stick with the main track. All right, whatever. You guys do you do you. Just plain and simple, you do you. Grade 7, same thing. But this time in grade 7, they never talked about the track, but there was me wondering whatever happened to these two kids. Because Pete said that the older one should have been in the grade above, and the younger brother should have been in our grade, and I just couldn't find them. Couldn't figure out who it is, anything like that. Nobody else really talked motocross. Nobody hung out with us. Never got to see it. Whatever. Another year goes by. Grade 8. I'm sitting at my desk in Mrs. Rose's class, and all of a sudden, I hear the name. It clicked. My eyes got bigger. I turned around, looked at him. I says, "You into motocross?" He goes, "Yeah." "Do you have a track at your farm?" He goes, "Yeah." It's like, "Oh my God, do you know Pete and Dan?" He goes, "Yeah." It's like, "You're him. The man, the myth, the legend. You're there." He goes, "What?" So basically I explained who I was, what I did, my connections with Dan and Pete, etc., etc. And ever since that day, in grade 8 in Mrs. Rose's class, Hoyman and I have been uncles for the longest. We've done fun stuff, dumb things. You've heard it on the podcast of some of the things that we've done. It just has been one of those crazy times where an event happened before we met, and when we met, we instantly became friends. I can open up to Hoyman about anything and everything, and he will be there, he will listen. My phone's always on for him. When I had the flood in 2011, him and his wife gave me $100 to help start rebuilding. And you know, it's just one of those awesome things. Hoyman has been that friend that I could basically lean on, jump on his back to carry me through the mud, run me over while mountain biking. It has been one of those things that I will never ever deny. He's just been one of the best friends that I've ever had, just plain and simple. Anyway, Hoyman, I'm Wilbur. Uncle Hoyman, you are my bro. You're my uncle. You are the leg in the power pole. I love you, uncle. Just plain and simple. But in the meantime, tangentswithtoby@gmail.com, as well as bio.link/tangents to find out many more things. Don't worry. As I get more things going, I can post different things, stuff like that. I'm rebranding everything. Trust me, it's for the better, and I will talk to you later, right here on Tangents with Toby.